I hope my audio and video is clear. If everything is clear, then please give me a thumbs up so that we can proceed for next. JNV Pune, JNV Bhavanagar, JNV Nalkonda, and one JNV has not mentioned their name. Okay, so basically today we are going to start our new topic. As yesterday we completed our the SHM or oscillation chapter. Okay, and today we bring a new topic, very fresh topic, and this topic having its own important, not even in physics, but we discuss about in any branch of science where mathematics is involved. So this is really helpful for you guys. Okay, okay, GNV Somnath. So if you guys want to be comfortable in physics, in chemistry, either you guys in future you do engineering sub branch, something like computer science, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, electronics engineering, or some other student join some other prestigious institution for the BSc for the research purpose, and some other student they definitely go for the medical examinations. Okay, so what is point is here, I just want to tell you basic mathematical tool always help to you to analyze the concept, to give the clarity to the concept. So basic mathematical tools, we can say that this is not a concept, this is the language of the science. Okay, I am not generalized for physics. Here, I want to say that this is the language of science. Whatever science want to convey with us, this is a mode of the medium. Okay, so basic mathematical tools, which topics we are going to cover in basic mathematical tools. Firstly, here the point of concern is physics, because we are studying here physics. So we can say mathematics is nothing but it is a language that by we can explain, we can elaborate, we can give some mathematical aspect and mathematical clarity, mathematical equation, so that we can prove the incident. Okay, I hope whatever I want to say with you, this is clear to you. Suppose ki what is physics? If somebody asks to you what is physics, okay, how you can define the physics? So in my perspective, there is only two words is more than enough to explain the physics. Okay, how I can define the physics? First of all, feel the situation and write the equation. That is physics. Feel the situation and write the equations. Suppose if we see that a body is moving on a road, then we analyze the motion, we observe the motion, and whatever we feel for a given situation and what intuition we got from the given situation, we just write the equations. Okay, under some law, under some rules, after following some certain rules and laws, we give a equation, and this is a science where we study the nature by observing the natural phenomena and give some mathematical equation with the help of some laws. That is physics. I hope this is physics. So how we can write down? Feel the situation, and write the equation. Write the equation. This is physics in my point of view. It depends to person. Okay, but it's my personal feeling how we tackle physics. Whatever we see the situation, just imagine the situation, analyze the situation. So for the understanding of physics, it is very important that observation. If you are a good observer, then we can analyze the whole physics in very good manner. Okay, so that is the total बेटा जो खेल है वो सिचुएशन को हैंडल करने का है. आप सिचुएशन को किस तरीके से रिस्पॉन्स कर रहे हो. आफ्टर डेट आपके माइंड में जो मैथमेटिकल इक्वेशंस आएंगी, इवन आप कभी जे मेंस के अपार्ट आप जे एडवांस का पेपर उठा के देखना, उसका सॉल्यूशन देखना, आप कभी भी नहीं देखोगे कि मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम 4 to 5 लाइन्स में टफ से टफ प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन डन हो जाता है. इवन मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आपके साथ भी ऐसा होता होगा कि आप प्रॉब्लम देखने में बड़ी डिफिकल्ट और कॉम्प्लेक्स लगती है, बट व्हेन वी सी द सॉल्यूशन, अरे इतना ही करना था, सिर्फ 1 से 2 लाइन में क्वेश्चन खत्म. ओके, तो सब कुछ किसका खेल है? सब कुछ खेल है ऑब्जर्वेशन का, सिचुएशंस का, conceptualization का. Okay, so what is first process beta? We have to feel situation, then we have to develop some concept, we have to learn some basic concept, then we have to write down the equations. If everything is clear, then give a thumbs up in comment box or chat box so that we can proceed for next. Okay beta, because I already discussed with you, your thumbs up or your comment acting like oxygen for me. And you guys know कि oxygen is, what is the importance of oxygen. Okay, so without wasting the time, let's I talk about what is the topics we have to discuss. The topics beta we have to cover in the basic mathematical tools. One is the function. We have to proper understanding of the function, what is function, and basically what we learn in function. Okay, what is basic trigonometry and which are important formula that's really help in physics of basic trigonometry. The third one is the basic calculus, and here we break the basic calculus in 2 parts. One is the differentiation and another is the integration. And I hope you have some basic idea about differentiation. Okay, and in last we cover the vector. Okay, here we are not going too much in depth because we already know what are the importance of these topics and some and how we also done most of the topics. Okay, so we give just basic idea, and where there is a requirement we have to give some detailed idea. Okay, so let's start with function. First of all, what is function beta? Okay, I am not going to add such detail in like as mathematics, what is the definition of function and relation. We just want to give a overview what we do in function and why function is helpful in physics. Okay, let us understand with a one question. Suppose a position of a particle is vary with time. Okay, a position of particle that x is vary with time, and that is given at position of particle is a function of time. Okay, and this function is be any type of mathematical function, whatever we have learned. We already learned in our mathematics there are n number of functions are possible, so we can vary the position. There are multiple ways are possible. Okay, here in the same manner, whenever we approach for J main and J advanced, so we have to more clarity how we can tackle function, how we can apply basic mathematics. Okay, because the concept is only 1 or 2 lines, and except from the concept, the all game depend upon your mathematics. Okay, so how skilled you are in mathematics, that defines your question solving ability. Okay, so how we can increase our problem solving ability, it's depend upon mathematical aspect. So we must have a one chance to improve our mathematical skill, and so that we can solve any type of problem, because we know that in the conceptualization that is not a too much difficult portion of physics. Okay, if we understand the situation, then we can easily understand the concept also. But what is the basic problem what we observe in past few years? The student, they get struck at the point where some heavy calculation is come into picture. Okay, so how we can apply the some basic mathematics, how we can apply the calculus, how we can apply the vector formula, we just learn here. Okay. One another question I have given here is suppose if the velocity of a particle is given in such a manner that 2t square plus t plus 1. So here what we observe, velocity is vary with time. Okay. So we can simply say here we can say velocity is a function of time. When such type of situation is given, one is input and another is output. One is input and another is output, then such type of situation is write down is y equal to f of x. F is known as the function. We can say y is a function of x. And whatever that placed in the form of f of x, this x is nothing but this is known as input and this y is output. So if anybody asks to me in general what is function, so we can say that function is nothing but it is basically a relationship between the input and output. Okay, and if we place different types of input, we will get different types of output that it depend upon the function. So if you want to understand this concept by a real life example, so we can say that suppose if we having a machine and say this is our machine, this is our machine, and in machine if we supply some input, we definitely get some output. Like if we say कि अगर हम यहाँ पे अगर हम सपोज करो बेटा जी कि अगर हम यहाँ पे कच्चा आम डाल रहे हैं तो हमें यहाँ मैंगो बाइट मिल रहा है. ओके, who convert kacha aam in the mango bite? That is the machine. Okay, in the similar type beta, what is function? Actually function is acting like as a machine. Function is acting like as a machine. Here we supply input, here we get output. I hope this is clear. So here we can say what is our f? F is acting like as a machine. We put input here and we will get output here. Okay, I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. This x is known as input variable. This x is known as input variable and this is known as the output variable. Are yes ya no beta. Input variable generally that we provide input by own self. So we can say ki in input we are dependent to put any type of input. So that is independent variable because this is depend upon the user choice. So we can say that this is input variable is also known as independent variable. What we can say beta? Independent variable. And on the basis of which type of independent variables we are going to choose, which type of machine we have to put here, that decide the output nature. So output variable is also known as dependent variable. Output variable is also known as dependent variable. I hope this is clear. And we already know that when we want to study the relationship x and y in coordinate axis, then such type of function is known as graph. Suppose if we show input variable in x-axis and output variable in y-axis beta, then whatever we will get here in xy plane, the curve is known as graph. So if somebody asks to me what is the graph, that is the graphical, that is the pictorial representation of input and output variable, that is graph. Okay, so here we can say that input variable is always represented in x-axis and output variable is represented in y-axis. Okay beta, and the collection of input variable that is known as the domain. What we can say beta? Input variables, whatever input variable, the collection of input variable is known as the domain, and the collection of output variable that is known as the codomain. That is known as the codomain. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, and sometimes this output variable is also known some another name, that value of function. Value of function. Okay, so these are the some popular name of input variable and output variable. We can also understand, suppose we have a set A and we have some another set B. If set A having some element, these are the x element, these are the y element, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Here each and every element of set A that is related to set B element. Suppose element A having some relationship with 1, element B having some relationship with 2. As the similar manner, element C is having some relationship of the element of set B, that is 3. So we can say that every element of set A related to element of set B. Okay, so there is a relation, and here we can say that this X is nothing but that is known as the domain, and this Y is known as the codomain. But in the physics point of view, what we have to understand here is there are a lot of situations when such type of scenario is come. X is function of temperature. It means if we changing the temperature, X value is also changing. Okay. So there are multiple types of functions are possible. Here we have to understand how many types of functions generally we are dealing here, beta. So beta, if we want to recall the functions, whatever we have encountered till our 9th standard to 11th standard. So firstly, in 9th standard, we encounter polynomial function. I hope everything is clear. In 9th standard in mathematics, we learn about the polynomial function. Then I think in 10th standard, we learn trigonometry, that is the trigonometric function. Okay. And some and how when we come in 11, so we have to give some brief idea about the logarithmic function. Some and how we also learn about the exponential function. So there are some basic function we have already familiar with this. Okay. So basic, what is the types of function, beta? Whatever possible types of function when we are encounter in our mathematics or physics, that are the popular types of function. So here we can say one is algebraic function. So in algebraic function, which type of function is come? X square, x cube, x raised to power minus 3. Such type of function we can say these come into algebraic function. Second one is beta. Second one is our trigonometric function. Trigonometric function. So how many trigonometric function we learn, beta? We learn 6 trigonometric functions: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Then we learn about exponential function. Exponential function. Then we learn about beta logarithmic function. Logarithmic function. Okay. So here firstly we have to give some basic idea about the algebraic function. Okay. In algebraic function, we know that here y equal to f of x, but fx is something like a polynomial function. Okay. So here first polynomial where we have to encounter that straight line, that y equal to ax plus b. And I know everyone know how we can write down the equation of the y equal to ax plus b. This is nothing but this is known as the linear function. This is known as the beta linear function. How we can recognize this linear function? Because both the variable having power maximum power 1, then we can say that such type of function is known as the linear function. Okay. And if we want to locate, suppose the equation 3x plus 4y equal to 12. Tell me answer. What is the correct representation in coordinate axis? This is x, this is y equation. This is the option A. This is the option B, x and y. This is option C. And this is option D. Tell me which one is the correct graph which represent the equation of 3x plus 4y equal to 12. We have to 20 seconds so that you can tell me correct answer. Okay. Your time start now. Tell me which option is the correct one. Which option is the correct one? Take your time. So what is the basic funda, beta? because we already studied the straight line in mathematics, so we can say it by multiple forms. Beta, you can in comment box, if you get correct answer, you can comment in chat box, beta. Okay. JNV Somnath, Pune, Nalgonda, anybody will get what is the right answer. One option also we can say ki none of these. If anybody got, you can tell me how we can solve this. Let's learn how we can solve this type of question, beta. Whenever such type of question is come, y equal to mx plus c. So this is the standard form of straight line, standard form of linear equation or straight line equation. Beta, what is given here? Y equal to mx plus c. So first of all, we have to understand the meaning that term involved here. Here, m is nothing but that is known as the slope of line. What is slope, beta? Slope is nothing but that is tan theta. What is theta, beta? Theta is angle made by line. Angle made by line from positive x-axis in anti-clockwise sense. So what is theta here? Theta is angle made by line from anti-clockwise sense from positive x direction. Okay. So we already know that, beta, where is tan theta positive negative from the basic mathematics or basic trigonometric. We can say that this is our first quadrant, this is the third, this is the third quadrant, and this is our fourth quadrant. Here, all the trigonometric functions are possible, and in the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. I hope this is clear. So we can say that if our line lie in first quadrant or third quadrant, then it having positive slope. Because here the value of tan and cot are positive, here all are positive. Here all are positive. That is the meaning of the slope. What is the meaning of the C, beta? That C is nothing but y-intercept. What is C, beta? C is nothing but y-intercept. It means if a line that intersect y-axis, then what is the distance of intercept from the origin in y-axis? That is known as the y-intercept. I hope this is clear to everyone, beta. One is the slope and another is the y-intercept. So whenever a straight line equations are given to us, what is our task? First of all, we have to convert the straight line equation in this form, then find out the slope and y-intercept. Once we will get slope and y-intercept, then we can easily plot the equation. Okay, let's see how. Suppose this equation is given 3x plus 4y equal to 12. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do? We have to separate the y so that we can convert this equation in the standard form. So how we can separate? We can write down 4y equal to minus 3x plus 12. Correct, beta? And here we can say in order to separate the y, we have to make the coefficient of y is 1. That's why we have to divide by 4 in both the sides. So this will equal to 12 divided by 4. This will equal to 3. I hope this is clear. Now I got the standard equation. Okay. And if we compare this equation with our standard equation, can anybody tell to me what is the value of slope here? You can say this is nothing but minus 3 by 4. Oh my God, our slope is negative. If our slope is negative, what is meaning of this? What is meaning of this? Slope means tan theta. If slope is negative, it means tan theta negative. Tan theta negative. What is meaning of this? When tan theta will become negative. So what is our answer, beta? Whenever tan theta is negative, that signifies our theta is obtuse angle. our theta is obtuse angle. Yes, yeah, no, beta. Yes, that is the meaning of theta is negative. If our tan theta is positive, suppose a case, if tan theta is positive, what is the significance of this? Theta is acute angle. Okay, sir. If tan theta is negative, it means theta is obtuse angle. Okay, sir. What about the C? Sir, C is positive and the value of C is +3. What is the meaning of +3? It means line cut the y-axis 3 steps above the origin. What is the meaning of +3? 3 steps above the origin. So how we can choose correct answer, beta? We can say that our line is passing, our line having negative slope. It means obtuse angle. Make obtuse angle from x-axis and that cut off positive intercept. So where we can say that positive intercept, beta? So this is suppose +3. Our line is passing through this point and make obtuse angle. So there are two choices. This one is the first choice and this one is the second choice, because there are two lines are possible passing through this point. So which one is our answer? First or second? How we can choose, beta? Then we have to take the help of slope. It means our line make obtuse angle. In this case, line makes acute angle from x-axis, but in this case, line makes obtuse angle. So which one our correct answer, beta? Which one our correct answer? Can you tell me? Sir, the first one is our correct answer. Okay. And what is correct? Options are given here. If we see, we can say option A is the correct one. I hope you guys already know this method. I know, but somehow it can help you. Okay. So if you understand this concept, can you tell me the answer of what is this question? 4x minus 6y. Write down the question, beta. 4x minus 6y minus 12 equal to 0. What is the appropriate plot of this line? Tell me answer. Come on. Tell me answer. How we can plot the graph of this line? What is our first step, beta? Our first step, convert the given line in our standard form. What is our standard form? That y equal to mx plus c. Okay. So here we can say we have to separate 6y. Then 6y will equal to 4x minus 12. Okay. If you want to separate y, this will equal to 4 by 6, that 2 by 3x, and this will equal to minus 2. In order to compare with the standard one, that is the standard form. What we have to see that 2 by 3x, and this will, we can write down plus minus 2. Okay. So here we can see that, beta, see clearly, beta, what we can see that, what is the value of slope here? That 2 by 3. What is the value of slope here? 2 by 3. What is the value of c here, beta? That is minus 2. Then how we can plot the graph, beta? Listen, beta. First of all, we have to draw x-axis and y-axis. And the very first step after drawing the x-axis and y-axis, we have to represent firstly intercept, not slope. We have to mention where is our y-intercept. So this is c equal to minus 2. It means our line cut the y-axis below 2 steps to origin. Below 2 steps to origin. It means we can see that, beta, our line cut this y-axis somewhere this point. I hope this is clear. Okay. Then how many possible lines can we draw from this point? See here. One is this one and another is this one. Am I correct, beta? Then how we can define which one is the correct? Which one is the correct? Anybody? Very good, beta. We can take the help of slope. Here slope is positive. It means tan theta is positive. It means theta is acute. theta is a cube. And we have to see there are two possibilities, either this one or this one. Which line makes acute angle? This one makes acute angle. So what is our correct answer, beta? What is our correct answer? That line 1 is our correct answer. Sir, these are such basic things. Why are you teaching such type of concept, beta? Because these are the very important concept, beta. Not even physics, when we study in 12th chemistry also, in physical chemistry, the chapter like chemical kinetics and electrochemistry. So there are multiple globs come in the form of straight lines. So we have to basic understanding. Okay. And I hope this is clear to everyone. If this is clear to everyone, please give me a thumbs up so that we can move forward, beta. Please. Jeremy Somnath, Jeremy Pune, is everything is clear, beta? If everything is clear, can we move forward? Jeremy Bhavnagar, are you guys participating or not? Whatever I discuss with you guys, it is clear or not? Yeah, please participate in comment box, in chat box. Please comment, beta. Come on. Okay, beta. Let's move for the next segment. That is the. Okay, beta. Thank you so much for JNV Bhavnagar for participating and replying. And it is a humble request to all of you. If it possible, please give me a thumbs up or chat box in comment box. Yes, sir. So that I also aware whatever I convey with you, you are attaining the same concept or not. Okay. So because sometimes it will become very difficult how we can see that. Okay. So please give me your reply in the chat box. The next is, now I want to talk about the quadratic equation. This is also a polynomial function having degree 2. Y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. You know, in test 10th standard, this is known as the quadratic function. Okay. Anybody can tell me what is the graph of this quadratic function? What is the name of curve of this quadratic function? What is the name of the curve of this quadratic function? Very good, beta. That is parabola. What is the name? Parabola. Okay, beta. How we can draw the parabola, beta? First of all, I want to discuss about how we can identify the parabola is which type of curve. Okay. So basically, parabola, there are four possibilities. Either parabola is something like this. Either parabola is something like this, or our parabola in this way, or parabola in this way. These are the four standard format: A, B, C, and D. Okay. And how we can draw the parabola, beta? First of all, we have to see the nature. Here the A, B, C are present here. They are a real number. They are a real number. Okay, sir. And what is the discriminant of this parabola? That is nothing but beta. The discriminant can be defined over b square minus 4ac. Okay. First of all, we have to find out the value of discriminant. Once a discriminant is greater than 0, then we can say real and distinct roots. Real and distinct roots. What is the roots, beta? Roots is a point where our curve is cut x-axis. If d equal to 0, so we can say this is the case of real and equal roots. And if d is less than 0, so we can say no real roots. No real roots. I hope everybody knows about this formula. And if somebody asks to me how we can find out the direct value of the x or roots, so in order to find out the roots, we have to equate the y value equal to 0. And if we solve this minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This can be also written as plus minus root over d upon 2a. This formula is known as beta Sridharacharya formula. Sridharacharya formula. Okay, and we already know that if simple quadratic is given, we can split the middle term and hit and trial method. But this is the very important formula by which we can solve the any type of quadratic equation. Okay, we have to keep in mind. Here some important point we have to understand beta. Suppose a equation is given y equal to x square, and suppose if you want to draw the graph of this parabola, how we can draw? So first of all, we have to find out whatever quadratic is given, we just compare with the standard equation, that ax square plus bx plus c. If we comparing these two equations, a equal to 1 here, a equal to 1 here. Okay, to put a equal to 1 beta here. A equal to 1, b equal to 0, c equal to 0. First of all, we have to find out discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. Then what is the value of discriminant beta? That b square minus 4ac. So what we can say here, this will equal to d equal to 0 here. Okay. So how we can draw this parabola beta? As we can see that d equal to 0, so we can say that there are two roots are possible and both the roots are equal and real. Equal and real. And if our a is positive, then this is symbol of parabola upward. Parabola mouth opening upward. Mouth opening upward. आसान तरीका बताऊंगा बेटा, सब आ जाएगा, तो ध्यान से सुनना है। कभी भी ऐसी इक्वेशंस आप देखो तो आप हमेशा सोचो कि किसके साथ गलत हुआ, किसके साथ गलत हुआ, एस के साथ या वाई के साथ, एस के साथ या वाई के साथ। सर एक्स को तो 2 पावर मिली है, वाई को तो 1 पावर मिली है, किसके साथ गलत हुआ? टेल मी, किसके साथ गलत हुआ बेटा? व्हाट इज योर आंसर बेटा? सर बेचारे वाई के साथ गलत हुआ, बिकॉज वाई ओनली गेट 1 पावर। और बेटा दुनिया में जिसके साथ गलत होता है, दुनिया उसी को क्या देती है बेटा? सिंपैथी। दुनिया उसी को क्या देती है? सिंपैथी। बेचारा वाई। यस या नो? यस या नो? तो वी कैन से डेट कि सर यहाँ तो वाई के साथ गलत हुआ, इसका मतलब ये हुआ बेटा, इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि भैया जिसके साथ गलत हुआ है, पैराबोला उसी एक्सिस में अपना माउथ ओपन करेगा। Otherwise, we can solve by systematic manner by solving the roots and we will get correct answer. This is the trick by which we always get correct answer. First of all, check कर लो किसके साथ गलत हुआ? Y के साथ। मतलब पैराबोला अपना माउथ Y एक्सिस पे ओपन करेगा, Y एक्सिस पे सिंपैथी मिलेगी। सर क्लियर है? और दूसरी बात ये बेटा, लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट को देखना सीखो। वो इज लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट? दिस ए इज नोन एज लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट। लीडर है बेटा, क्लास का लीडर है, सबसे पहले आता है। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। और बेटा अगर ये लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट पॉजिटिव है तो पैराबोला अपवर्ड होगा, वाई एक्सिस में ओपन होगा, क्योंकि गलत वाई के साथ हुआ है तो सिंपैथी वाई को मिलेगी। अगर ये ए लीडिंग कोएफिशिएंट नेगेटिव होता तो पैराबोला डाउनवर्ड। अरे यस या नो बोलो बेटा, इज दिस क्लियर और नॉट? तो सर वी कैन से डेट कि सर किसके साथ गलत हुआ? वाई के साथ, तो पैराबोला अपवर्ड तो होगा। और सर सुनो, ए इज ग्रेटर देन 0 तो अपवर्ड भी बनेगा। सर ये बात भी क्लियर है। और डी इक्वल टू 0 का मतलब रूट्स इक्वल होंगे। रूट्स कैसे होंगे बेटा जी? इक्वल होंगे। और अगर आप बेटा यहाँ गौर से देखो, x 0 पुट करो तो y की वैल्यू भी 0 आएगी। तो आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू यू। यस या नो? क्या ये बात समझ में आई या नहीं आई? हाउ वी कैन ड्रॉ दिस ग्राफ? हाउ वी कैन ड्रॉ दिस ग्राफ? ओके, यस या नो? यस या नो? टेल मी वन थिंग, if a graph is given something like this, see x equal to y square plus 4, can you tell me which one is the correct graph? 1, 2, 3 and this one D. Can you tell me which one is the correct graph? How we can recognize this? How we can recognize this? Anybody? How we can recognize this? बेटा गलत किसके साथ हुआ? सर एक्स के साथ गलत हुआ। इसका मतलब पैराबोला अपना माउथ कहाँ ओपन करेगा? एक्स एक्सिस में। तो ऑप्शन ए और बी तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। जैसे आनो और सी और डी को हम कैसे क्लियर करेंगे? वाई का कोफिशिएंट देख के। वाई स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट बेटा क्या है यहाँ पे? पॉजिटिव। इसका मतलब पॉजिटिव वाई में माउथ ओपन होगा, पॉजिटिव। इसका मतलब ये कैसे क्लियर करेंगे? जैसे हमने यहाँ पे देखा था कि एक्स स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट कैसा है, अगर तो माउथ ओपनिंग कहाँ होती है बेटा? पॉजिटिव वाई में। तो एट द सेम मैनर इफ वाई स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट पॉजिटिव है तो माउथ ओपनिंग कहाँ होगी? पॉजिटिव एक्स में। I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Sometimes this makes very important and it save our time. Okay, beta. I hope this is clear. Okay, beta. Okay. Let's move for the next. That is the exponential function. Whenever such type of function come into picture, y is equal to a raised to power x. Such type of function is exponential. Y equal to e raised to power x. बेटा इन कोविड टाइम ऐसे फंक्शन का बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस हो गया था। इफ यू रिमेम्बर कि व्हेन कोविड सेकेंड वेव कम इनटू पिक्चर, ऐसे आनो तो सपोज करो कि ऑलमोस्ट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कि 15 मार्च से लेके 10th ऑफ मई, और ये बात है 2021 की। तो आपने देखा कि सडनली कितने ज्यादा केसेज एराइजेज हुए थे। तो लोग क्या बोलते थे कि अभी केस सपोज करो कि 2 लाख हैं और टुमारो टेक्स केस हो रहे हैं 10 लाख, तो कैसी ग्रोथ हो रही है बेटा? लीव्स एंड बाउंड्स। when such type of growth come into picture, such type of growth is known as the exponential function. Okay, and what is the basic graph of exponential function? If this is the x, this is the y, this is the basic graph of exponential function. Okay, what is the domain here? So we can say the domain that graph is defining for all the x. So domain is nothing but minus infinite to plus infinite. And what is range here? That we know that if we put x equal to 0 here, we will get 1. So range is, what is range beta? What is minimum value? That when we put x equal to minus infinite, the y is tending to 0. So range is equal to beta that 0 to infinity. I hope this is clear. And this is the basic graph of exponential. What is the role of exponential function? Beta, it increase the value very rapidly. Very rapidly it increase the value. Okay, beta. And suppose sometimes if such type of graph is given y equal to e raised to power minus x, then what is the graph beta? Exponential decreasing function. Exponential decreasing function. In both the graph, one thing is very clear. What is clear beta? The y is always positive. The y is always positive. If we see the graph, this is y. Our graph is always lie above the x-axis. If our graph is always lie above the x-axis, then we can say that our output or our y coordinate is always positive. So we can say this is always positive. That is known as the positive function. Yes or no? And even this graph is always positive because graph is always lie above the x-axis. And any type of graph which lie above the x-axis having positive value. So this is also a positive function. Okay. So can you tell me what is the name of positive function? That exponential function. It never be negative. What is the minimum value? We can say from its range also. Minimum value is 0 and that occur at infinity. Okay, beta. That is some basic understanding. And in the physics also there are most of the question that is come in the capacitor chapter, where we have to analyze what is the growth of current, what is the growth of charge, how charge is increasing, how current is decreasing. There is the importance of exponential come into picture. Okay, so we have to some basic understanding of the exponential function. Here is the logarithmic function. What is the logarithmic beta? Just reciprocal of exponential function. एक्सपोनेंशियल जितना फास्ट होता है, एट द सेम मैनर logarithmic is at too slow, as too slow. Yes or no? As too slow. What is the meaning of this? If I have given a task, beta, you have to go, suppose your school to your classroom to your mess. Okay, and I expect that ki more or less the maximum distance between your classroom and between your mess, that is 200 meter. Am I correct? Yes or no? Maximum to maximum distance 200 500 meter. Okay, depending upon the, that is the capacity of the Navodaya, what is the field strength and the infrastructure of the Navodaya, but more or less we consider that 200-meter distance. Okay, and if you take more and more time, suppose if you take 10 days to reach your classroom to your mess, such type of process is very slow, very slow, and such type of graph which having very slow, which give a output which is very slow, such type of graph is known as the logarithmic graph. Can you feel what is the nature of logarithmic? Sir, very slow. What is the exponential? Very fast. Let's feel. Beta, if we have a function y equal to 10 raised to power x, let's take put x equal to 0 here. What is the value of y? Sir, 10 raised to power 0, this will equal to 1. If we put x equal to 1 here, what is the value, beta? 10 raised to power 1, 10. If we put x equal to 2 here, y equal to 100. What we will observe here, beta, if we increase input by one factor, the output is increased by 100 times. Output is increased by 100 times. This is the magic of exponential function, and the same thing happened in the COVID. Yes or no? The cases are increased leaps and bounds. Okay, let's move further, beta. Logarithmic function. So logarithmic very slow. Yes, walk fast. See here. If we can say this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. What is the graph? What is the graph, beta? This is the graph of the, see here, beta. This is the graph of the log x. What we can say here, beta? This portion of graph is negative. This portion of graph is negative. This portion of graph is positive. So it having both negative and positive type of value. Okay, and this point we can say 1, 0. This is the graph of log on base E, natural log. And what is domain here, beta? If you want to say the domain from 0 to the domain that can be written as 0 to infinity. Okay, 0 to infinity. Okay, sir. What is range here, beta? Range, if I am talking about what is the minimum value, minus infinite. What is the maximum value, plus infinite. Then minus infinite to plus infinite. But here some basic property of log is given. We have to understand one thing. We have to know very slow. How we can feel this? Let's feel this. If log 10 raised to power 0 is given, then what is the value of this? Okay, we can say this value is nothing but 0. If log 10 raised to power 1 is given, what is this value, beta? This is given on the base 10, that is 1. If log 10 raised to power 2 is given, it means 100 is given. What is this value? What is this value? Can you tell me? What is your answer, beta? This is 2. What we observe here, if we, first of all, we have to understand whatever present in front of log, that is known as input, and which number that is present below to input, घुटने के पास होती है बेटा, नी के पास होती है, उसको बोलते हैं बेस, and that is known as our output. तो हम क्या देख रहे हैं? our base is 10 और input भी 10 है. Okay, input भी 10 है. Let's take input भी 10 है. Then what is answer, बेटा? इसको हटा देते हैं, इससे फिल करते हैं। व्हाट इज अवर आंसर बेटा? सर, when input is 10, then we get output 1. When we increase input by 10 times, 10 times बेटा, पहले इनपुट 10 था, अब इनपुट को मैंने कितना पुट किया? 100. Then our output is increased by only 1. Oh my God, बर्बाद हो गया. It means our output is very, very slow. That I want to convey with you. I hope this is clear. What is the nature बेटा? ये कहीं नहीं पता चलता. Yes, I know. Okay, how we can recognize कि logarithmic is the slow function and exponential is the fast function. I think we can feel this. We can feel this. And बेटा ये ऐसा जादू है. Let's understand with the example. Suppose whenever we want to find out output of log. How we can find out the output? Let's see beta. How we can find out the output? Base में how much power we can raise into base so that we will get input. Listen carefully. How much power we will give into our base so that we will get our input. That power is known as output of the log. At the same manner, if log b at base a equal to c, meaning of this, power of a which gives b. What is c beta? What is output? Power of a which gives b. It means, sir, suppose here base is 2. So how many power we can raise in 2 so that we will get 8? So what is our answer? 3. That's over. What is our answer? That's 3. Yes or no? In the similar manner, beta, if log 2 32, what is answer? What is answer? Anybody, beta? JNV Kolhapur, JNV Solapur. Anybody? Can you answer? JNV Pune, JNV Enam, Bhavnagar. Please tell me what is answer, beta? What power we can raise into so that we will get 32? Sir, our answer is 5. Yes or no? So this is the simple meaning of the logarithmic function. In next class, we discuss some properties of log and we further move for the trigonometric function. Okay? Correct, Kolhapur. If you enjoy the session, please give a like or subscribe, beta. Okay? Thank you so much for attending the class, and tomorrow we will meet at the rescheduled time. तो थैंक यू सो मच. बाय. मिलते हैं कल बेटा.